Grand final as South Whyalla run out onto the field with the banner back to back. Demons 93-94. Central's already out in the field. Their banner's already been burst, so to speak, Don. There's banner red 75 years still at it. They forgot one word, that was wanking. Obviously didn't have enough tape to finish off the last word. Well, it's Don and Bernie again. And Bernie is another great crowd. Or there must be what, a big 300 here again for the 94 grand final. And the crowd's building up as Aruna Bay walk off the ground victorious after their B grade win. As we all know, South defeated Centrioles last year in the grand finals. Will repeat again. Both teams are rumoured with injuries. And Don, how do you see the game?
I find it fairly stimulating at the moment because they've let the balloons go and not one of them is in sight. I wonder where they went. South are not going in favourite this year, but well, time will tell. We've just, as Don said to me.
You're Don.
I don't want to be Don. I want to be Bernie.
All right, you be Bernie.
Okay. I'm Bernie this year. And Don, where did the balloons go? What did happen to the balloons? They were over in a truck over there and I haven't spotted one of them.
Well, hopefully they'll burst tonight like Centrioles will be this afternoon. And the sooner we get that bloody truck off the oval, the better we'll be. It's holding up the process a fair bit at the moment. The crowd is willing and waiting, ready for the first bounce, and nothing is happening. We've got our boundary rider and Kevin Taylor sitting next to us. He'll obviously come up with a couple of comments later on in the game. Well, Bernie, the windsock's blowing to the left of screen. Do you like that, do you? The left of screen. I'd probably say 2 to 3 goal breeze. And the rumour is that it might spring up later in the game, so that may be important to both sides.
Can you see Robinson out?
Good thought there, Bernie, Don Bernie. No, we really wish Robbo was playing. I can't see the big Galumpa anywhere. There'll be a few interesting matchups which we'll be keen to let you know about when the coin is tossed. And we'll get back to you with the matchups at a later stage. That's a good point. Okay, Bernie, we're on again as the truck is trucking off the oval. South Whyalla lost a toss. Kicking towards the right of screen, probably against a 2 or 3 goal breeze. The South boys are all keyed up in a huddle. Central's lads are wandering aimlessly all over the place. The matchups will be very, very even and interesting to start with. Bernie, what do you think?
Actually, a few of the matchups, seeing Robinson's not playing, I don't know who's going to stand Allison. Who cares, really? And the centre bounce will be the telling factor today. I think with the wind, the way it's springing up, it could get a little bit stronger towards the end of the day. But we'll see. Now, as the boys come out into the centre, Ratley heading towards the bench with O'Connor. And Hannon going to full forward, no doubt. Pomeroy must be resting in a pocket. So O'Connor and Ratley on the bench. Captain loses a toss and heads towards the bench. So as we go into the first bounce here, there's a couple of matchups around the place. Allison's on some central wanker. Yes it is. And oh, there's another central wanker. He doesn't know where he's going. He's running aimlessly around the field. Pomeroy's on some central bloke. Yes. Okay. So the boys go in for the first bounce. And as we do that, I'll pass you to Don, and Don can dribble a little bit more than what I can.
Okay, we've got new umpires this year. Last year we had umpires Wanker and Toss-Off. This year they are the Witt brothers. We've got Half-Wit and F-Wit. Now, I'm going through my notes. I'm not sure what F stands for, so it's either Fred or Frank. I'm sure we'll find out later on the game. Don, here we go. Half-Wit bounces the ball, and Reynolds takes a tap over to Pomeroy on the ground. Kirk was on the ground pushing the ball forward. A pack forms. Again, trying to get out. McShane's nearly there. Picked up by Burton and F-Wit. F-Wit's found a free. First free goes to McShane. McShane now for South on the centre of the ground. Kicks, no. F-Wit, I'm still don't know his first name. Don, we're going to have to find that out. It's either Frank or Fred or something else, but Phallic, it could be Phallic Wit. But we'll have that for viewers later on in the game. The ball is now given back to McShane. Jones on the mark. The matchups are pretty much as discussed. Well, basically, yes, one Central wank at every Southie. Okay, kick towards centre forward. Allison pushing out. He's on, looks like QB. Allison with the ball. Handballs to Carter. Carter kicks over, looking for Ebert. Ebert, what's Ebert doing up there? I thought he was in a... Oh, nice kick to Gibbo. Ebert should have been starting in the back pocket. Why he's up there, I don't know. Another short pass looking for Hannon and Marks. And pushed reasonably unfairly by Mullins, who is brought back. Hannon now on a 45-degree angle, probably 45 metres out. Kick should allow for the wind. And does. There it is. First goal, first blood of the Demons at the 1 minute mark. As you can hear the supporters go wild. Okay, Bernie, we'll sort of see what the matchups are when the ball comes back to centre with Half-Wit. I don't see there's too many surprises.
No, there's not a real lot of surprises. I'm not surprised about anything, actually. As we talk, they're coming into the centre bounce again, and there's a lovely woman walking underneath us. You missed it, Steve. So Pinhead takes the mark. Yes. Oh, it's played on. Cool play on. The ball goes to ground. Central wanker gets it. Handball's out. QB kicks long. Looking for Liney. Liney's going to twing a hamstring here. No, he doesn't. He goes up looking for Puckridge. Williams makes it back and runs it through for a point. Got to attack a little bit into this wind today. It's fairly gusty. Even the Seagulls are having trouble flying to the dump today, as Williams brings it back in. Looking for a lead, bringing out the side to Puckridge. Puckridge marks deep in the back pocket. So Puckridge to kick it forward, looking for Horson. Horson grabs it and marks very close to the ground. Horson kicks on, looking for Ainsbury. Ainsbury gets his hands to it, but it runs over the boundary line. As the umpire half a Half-Wit throws it in. Ainsbury up for the ruck. Ball forms into the pack, and it's a toss-off. Church it to toss it off, and he does so. Ainsbury gets a fist to it, but receives the free in the back. He's hurt his bum. Bullets hurt his bum. So Ainsbury to kick long now. Looking for Allison. Goes short to Wobbly. Byrne drops the mark and is paid. Very silly free there. So Byrne goes in long. Looking for a Centrals player and finds it. Secret sound. Punch from behind by Puckridge. Williams meets the ball very hard. Good turn of pace there from Williams. Williams looks wide along to Carter. Carter takes a dodge. Have a bounce, Carter. No, he doesn't. He goes long. Looking for Hannon. Hannon off the back and off the boot. And it's another goal to the Demons. As the crowd goes wild here at Bennett Oval. South have scored the first two. Going into the wind. The Seagulls don't even know what's going on. So umpire half-wit to find the ball again and bring it back to centre. Now umpire F-wit hasn't really made a decision as of yet, but we'll find out.
Okay, Horgan on line, he's still. Centrioles has tried to spring a bit of surprise with Jones for forward. Pucky's covering him. Ganley, who's I think is a bit of defeatist sort of move there. Big fella as he's in the forward pocket. We've still got Blackwell on a flank with McLean covering him. So as the ball bounced again by Halfwit, or one by Reynolds, sort of kicked out of the centre, pushed forward by South, and don't do anything stupid, Hogs. It's only dickhead Burns. Okay, short pass to Mitchell. Mitchell now with the ball from the wing, kicking forward, looking for anybody. Hannon, comes to the ground with Mckenzie. Mckenzie kicks, looking for Pommy. Punches forward, pushes towards the boundary line and goes out of bounds. Well, South has started well. Bernie, 2 goals into the win at the 5-minute mark. And with this sort of breeze, that's a big plus. Okay, the umpire throws the ball in deep in South's forward pocket. Push out by South. Comes to the South player, smothered. Push forward. McShane and Jones leads for the ball. Jones pushes it forward. Has now possession. Kicks short to some toss. Kicks over. Looking for Brick. Comes to McLean. McLean dodges. Gets through the pack. Short kick to Horgan. Horgan now in the middle of the ground on his own. Kicks long, looking for Allison. Allison, no. Pomeroy. Pomeroy takes a great mark. Opposed by Kernahan. Pommy now going back for the kick. Horgan coming out from the back flank. Doesn't see that player. Goes for the kick. Gets too close to the player. Hannon leave for the ball. Now comes out with Sultan. Hannon leave for the ball in. Left foot kick. What's he done here? Oh, offline for a point. Hannon's looking very dangerous up there at full forward. Bernie.
John is good.
Centrioles player loose now, picked up by Horgan. Mullins now to bring the ball in. Kicks to the 55-metre line. Spoiled by Bullock. Comes to Carter. Carter on his left foot. No, tries his right. Checks eyes at Pommy's and ready for the race. The ball pushes. Player falls down. Umpire's back to call a bounce up. No, plays on. Centrioles player now kicks forward. To no one in particular. A Centrioles player tackled to McShane. McShane now should have a look. Coming towards Mckenzie, no. Mark fairly strongly there by, who cares? Just like Simons. Simons on Mckenzie, which has been the case for the last 3 or 4 games between these two sides. Okay, King out wide, looking for Centrioles player, comes to Sultan, kicks wide, looking for Hannon and finds that player. Jason Hannon now dead in front, probably 40 metres out. This one will be tricky though, Bernie. He's dead against him. He's lining up now. Here's his shot, should allow for the wind. Stabs at the ball, going through. And another goal to South. Well, that's a start we sort of wanted. Don, Bernie, Kevin, boundary rider, whoever you are today. What do you think so far?
Well, Hannon started absolutely on fire up there. The Centrals will be thinking about making a change up there sooner or later. Hopefully later than sooner. So as the ball's bounced up by Halfwit, and even contest there in the centre. Byrne comes down with the ball. Wobbly's in there. Wobbly gets down onto it. Good effort, Wobbly. Body over the ball. Bit of desperation in the first quarter. 9 minutes into the first quarter. South 3-1 to 1 point. So Halfwit bounces it up again. One out by Centrals that time. Kirkwood comes out with the ball. Looking wide for Horgan. Horgan's hot on the heels of it and runs it over the boundary. Excuse me, Don. So, Ainsbury up for the ruck. Wobbly comes out with it. Good effort there by Wobbly. Wobbly looks long. Marked by a Central's player. Centrals go wide out towards the wing. Centre wing. Drive forward, looking for somebody. There's 3 South players here. They can't control it. Comes down. Ainsbury comes out with the ball. 3 Souths there, looking good. Horse and Cart is there, but doesn't quite make it. The ball runs over the boundary. So the pressure's fairly thick as we take another boundary throw in. Ainsbury up for the ruck. Ball comes to ground. Liney comes down with it. Almost tears a hamstring. Byrne almost tears a hamstring, trying to kick it forward. Puckridge is there. Carter's in there with him, and there's a free given away to the Central player. And there's the free going the other direction. No, unlucky. For the thump. We thought it was for the thump. So he can't make up his mind whether he wants to kick it or not. Doing his shoe up. This is a big kick for him. Obviously he's going to take all day to do it. Village idiot. Oh, now he stands up. Oh, found his feet. I thought these blokes walked on their hands. Anyhow, as Jones lines up, comes in, he'll probably kick into the man on the mark. No, touched off the boot, and he's kicked it through for a point. Village idiot. Anyhow, Don, as the game progresses, we're going to throw in a few jokes around the place. Now, what is a blonde-headed woman at a party?
I don't know, Bernie. What is a blonde-headed woman at a party?
Assorted creams. So as we back to the football now. Here we have Gavin Mitchell on the wing, showing his pace. Oh, pushed in the back. Yes, a free kick going to the South player. So Mitchell to drill forward. Looking deep, looking for Allison. Allison sticks his hands out. Good mark there. As he goes short to McDump. McDump gets the ball now. So McDump to kick it into the forward lines. Pomeroy hands up. Good grab. Sticky fingers. Sticky fingers there by Pomeroy. What was he up to last night, Don?
Well, who knows? It could have been his brother, could have been anybody. Moment things are looking okay at the 12-minute mark. Scores are 3-1 to 2 points. South are applying the pressure, not really letting Centrals do too much at all. They need to do that throughout the whole game. And viewers, you'll be treated to some special comments and sounds. And as usual, have the secret sound. Viewers can guess the secret sound, and that's not it, if you can hear that in the background. If you can give the secret sound, you need to win 450383. You might win a new Datsun. Oh, and Hannon again. Hannon loose. Hannon with the ball from an angle, has a kick. It'll be a good kick from here. No, out in the full. Unlucky. Hannon is running amok there at full forward, getting kicks at will. Teams have settled down a little bit, Bernie. And as we've been mesmerised by the crowd on the breast that are walking past in front of us, back to the football. Looks like Mullen's now ready to kick out. Good kick with a win, and a good mark by Ainsbury, who again is manhandled by Reynolds. Ainsbury comes back, has a look. Awkward kicking style, being from Maru, looking for Allison. Allison nearly marks the ball. Pushed forward by Carter and out of bounds. Good defensive play by South. Well, Bernie, things are looking good so far. If they can keep the pressure up and hold them this quarter, going with the win. Comes to Carter, out for the pack. Push forward again. Carter should release the ball. Carter gets the ball, handballs forward, no one there for South. Comes out with Centrals, handballs to Centrals player, drops the ball, picked up by Mckenzie. Mckenzie handballs towards McDump and to Horgan. Horgan's under pressure. tapping the ball towards, pushing onto Bullet, and the ump should call the ball up, and finally does. Get on your F-wit. We can't still find his name. Don, see the Frank Fred or something we'll think of later on. Okay, into the ruck. Ainsbury taps it forward to Carter, leads in the race for the ball. No, Centrioles bloke picks it up. Kicks. Oh, they've stopped. Maybe it should have been out of bounds. Yes, it was out of bounds. Good try, Centrioles. As you see, Kev Miller have a drink out of the water bottle himself. He must have been running particularly hard at the 15-minute mark of the first quarter. Ball's kicked towards the boundary line and kicked out of bounds by Centrioles. Okay, the Boner owner in Kirkwood kicks in now, looking for Allison, punched forward by a Centrioles player. Crumb by the South bloke picks up, handballs forward. Horgan now handballs after being tackled, comes to ground. McShane in all sorts of bother over to Horson, under pressure, gets out of it well. Handballs to no one in particular, now comes to a Centrioles player. On to Liney. Liney now kicks forward, looking for Blackwell. Blackley's got the run of the ball. McLean, well smothered by Mitchell. Now with McLean, kicks forward, looking for Kirkwood, too short for that player. Finds, who knows. Now Centrioles the ball on the outer wing. Not sure who to kick to. No leads coming forward. Looking for Mcginnis. Tackled by Ebert. Ebert done well. Pushing it back by Centrioles player on McShane. McShane now kicks. Finds Horgan all on his own. Kicks long, looking for Allison. No, it's taken him up. Looks like QB is on Allison. And probably would have the pace to go with the Dado Buster, Don. Oh, pushed forward again by South. Kick towards Horgan. Horgan kicks to no one in particular. Coming towards Pommy. Pushed out of it. Hannon and relieves for the race of the ball. Should pick it up. Patting it forward. Leading the race of the ball still. Get the body over the ball. Falling over. All in his back. Holding the ball. Pushing it forward. Oh! Now, I nearly thought of his name there, Bernie. I really thought of the umpire's name there. It's on the tip of my tongue. Centrioles player now clears the ball. Finds the Centrioles player loose. Kicks it forward, looking for the Centrioles player. Overruns both of them. It looks like Williams and Ganley and Willie again. Picks up the ball. Pushes forward. Oh, comes to the crumbs. Handball over to the Centrioles player and Burns. Burns kicks. He's blazed and missed as Jones goes off because no one kicked at him as usual.
Your shout, Stephen. So, Don, as we hit the 17-minute mark of the first quarter, the ball's about to be brought back in by Williams. So Williams to bring the ball in. Looking for a lead. Going short to McShane. McShane into Puckridge. A good pass in the end and a infringement there by the Centrioles player on Puckridge. Out wide to McShane. McShane dodges a player. Heads up the wing looking for... And a good bump there by Ainsbury. And she's on the wing. She's on the wing. Yes, there's a couple of fights going on here. It was bound to happen, but I think Souths are getting the better of them here. And yes, I think the umpires have finally cleaned it up. Horson's in there, Allison's in there, and the stupid Central trainers have to run out onto the ground, which is absolutely pathetic. So Souths have the ascendancy in the first quarter, 19-minute mark. Now there's a free to go to the Centrioles player. It was a good bump there by Ainsbury. Good pressure, and I don't think they quite liked it. And now there's 50 metres downfield. Mckenzie's got a towel around his face. That wouldn't matter him. So here we have a 25-metre penalty against South. Reynolds, the reject from Sturt. Couldn't get a game there, so had to come to Centrioles. Shocking kick by that man, straight into the arms of the South defender in Ebert. So Ebert Out wide, looking for McShane. McShane's got the ball, and he is dumped after disposal, and will get 50 metres. There's a payback to Centrioles. So, McShane comes down. It's 25 metres, looking for Allison. Allison's inhibited by the umpire. Mckenzie gets the ball onto the boot, up to Sultan. Sultan, well read by that player. And Pomeroy behind the play. Good forward move there by South. So Centrals to run it out of attack once again.
Who's on this play?
So Gavin Mitchell, against the Central player. Central's taking the mark. Could this be the first goal to Centrals at the 20-minute mark of the first quarter?
Oh, I don't know, Bernie. Things are fired up a bit. The boys, South there, sort of lost a bit and didn't pick up players there coming through the middle. Comes to thick as a brick. He stabs at the ball and puts it straight through the middle for Central's first goal there at the 20-minute mark. Mckenzie in the hands of the trainers there. Looks like he's copped a bit of a biff around the head, but knowing Mackie will come up fitter and stronger. Central's becoming a little bit frustrated at times. South need to be aware of that though, Bernie. They let him through the middle of that stage. Too many Central's players were loose. Okay, umpire F-Wit now. About to bounce the ball at the 21-minute mark. After can number 9. Comes to Jones, kicks forward. Should be Ebert. Oh, no. Handballs over to McLean. McLean now with the bounce. Time. Should go towards the boundary. Kicks with his left foot to Mckenzie. Mckenzie overruns the ball. Push forward. Dives on the ball. Good play, South, holding it up at that side of the ground. South need to be defensive and going hard at the ball and the body throughout this quarter and take each quarter at a time. I think Bernie, similar to what they did in the second semi. Kick forward by Mckenzie, under pressure. They can turn around. Oh, Central's player leads on the race ball, kicks. Because no one in particular, snared by Mcginnis, smothered by Ebert. Now it comes to McShane. McShane kicks smothered. Coming towards, Central's player running through, handballs over the top to no one in particular. Player let loose on its own. Short pass to Liney. Liney plays on, kicks from the centre of the ground, looking for Ganley. Ganley does snare the ball, handballs onwards to Brick to no one in particular. Jones on his loose. Handballs over to no one in particular, and looks like Blackwell kicks a goal. Is it Blackwell? The scab hangs out. Does do a lot. It was too easy. Now the score is 3-1 South. Central's 2-3. Yes, too loose again. South's got to be aware of that. Pomeroy now comes in the ruck, facing Reynolds. Umpire Halfwit bounces the ball. Big tap by Reynolds. Comes to Wobbly, comes to Ebert. Ebert handballs, no one in particular, and should get the free kick. Central's toss again, being too smart at the body. Ebert now kicks straight down the ground, looking for Pomeroy. Pomeroy should mark, and again charging. Pomeroy gets the kick. Held up by the Central's players there. Pomeroy now. Just the corner of the square, kicking, looking for Mckenzie. Almost taken by Mckenzie. Punch forward, over Mckenzie, dodging, weaving, handballs over to Sultan. Bounces awkwardly for that play. Tap towards Kirkwood. Kirkwood now. Handballs to Mckenzie. Mckenzie kicks. And could be marked by Mckenzie. Pushed out by... Pushed out by a Central's player, but boundary umpire Deems is out and the full kick short to Central's player. Handballs over. to Mullins. Mullins now under pressure, no dodges. Handballs forward to Reynolds. Reynolds short kicks. Where are the South players? Hold him up, hold him up. Kicks left foot. Looking towards Byrne. Byrne now with the ball. No, tackled well by Wolford and pushed forward by Byrne. Now to the Centrals player in the middle of the ground, nearly smothered by McShane. Looks like Puckridge in the front and takes the mark. Buckingham kicks across the ground looking for McShane and finds that player. Again, manhandled by the Centrals forward lines. Short kick looking for Mitchell. Finds Mitchell. Again, held up. That's it, play defensive, going out towards the outer wing. Who is that? Williams with the ball? McLean, I knew that. Okay, over to Allison. Nice dodge for his age. Kicks forward. Looking for Mckenzie. Mckenzie now should use his body. No. Simon is too strong. Bit of height over Mckenzie and takes the mark. He now kicks forward. And a mark almost by a Centrals player. Comes to Centrals. Centrals now. Oh, Mitchell. A good mark over Brick. Should hold things up. Over to Ebert. Ebert should get rid of it. Oh, and kick straight to Jones. Jones handballs to Byrne. Byrne now. No one near him. Looking for, should be a Puckridge free. And played advantage to Williams. Williams now. South in a chance here. Have a chance now. You've got a Paddock. Kicking forward, looking for the South player. Comes to ground. Almost taken by Amesbury. Now, Carter putting the pressure on. Handball to no one in particular. Comes to Pomeroy. Dodges, kicks. Looking for Hannon. Hannon should go for the mark. No, punched by Reynolds. Comes out to the front of Burton. Burton handballs on the top two. Who cares? Dodging. Hell. Okay, comes back to Sultan. Sultan kicks to no one in particular. Amesbury's there. Amesbury should be the first to the ball. Pushes it forward and it should go out of bounds.
So another half wit to throw the ball back into play. Who's going to contest this ruck? Amesbury. Reynolds wins out this time. Reads the ball a little bit better. Centrals come out of the forward lines. Good punch there by Kirkwood, and it gives McShane a little bit of a run at the ball. The ball stops in the middle of the pack. Horgan gets it on to Pomeroy. Pomeroy over to McShane. McShane looking for a lead. And Jason Hannon almost gets the grab, but there's a free to South. Free to South there for pushing out. For a kick to put South 2-goal up at the 27-minute mark of the first quarter. So Hannon to kick for his third for the quarter, and it's a good kick. It looks okay, and that's a goal. So Burns off. Whether he's injured or just being a total cockhead. Oh, and he's playing with the hamstring. A little bit sore. A little bit sore around the groin region. Obviously had a hard night at Centrals last night. So the ball to come back into the centre. South 4-1, Centrals 2-3. South into the win in the first quarter. Third quarter's always a telling factor in a game of football. So as the ball's bounced, that's a shocking bounce by umpire. Toss off, and he should have called it up, but he didn't. So McShane leads in the chase for the ball and grabs him. That's holding the ball. Carter comes out with the ball. Carter onto his right foot, looking forward, looking for McShane. McShane's onto that ball again. Well done, McShane. McShane's still in there, working hard to get a kick. Central's come out with it. The ball drops short. Kirkwood was caught out of position. So Central's with the ball. Looking to go long. Finding a player at centre half forward. So Central's to kick long, looking for a lead. Mitchell cuts across the front, comes out with the ball, loses it. Ball goes to ground. Central's come out with it again. Horson's in there. Good bump in there by Williams. Free kick for no reason at all. Good hard work at the body by Williams. and the umpire changes the decision and gives it back to Williams. So Jones, a total cockhead that he is, and there's 50. Should be 50 to the South player and Williams. Williams goes out wide to McLean. Matty McLean in the back pocket for South. Goes in looking for Horgan. Horgan grabs that. And after disposal. Umpires aren't quite up with it. The game's getting away from him. Now McShane goes in. Looking, good tackle by McShane. Wobbly's in there. Carter's in there. Gets a boot to the ball. Looking for Pomeroy. Pomeroy misses the bounce. The ball goes to the ground. Pomeroy's still in there, working hard at it. Carter's in there. Sultan's in there. Good tackle. Good tackle by Sultan, but not fouled. Not paid at all. 30-minute mark of the first quarter.
Well, things are livening up again. Good tackle there by Sultan. Forced over the line by Pomeroy. And the siren sounds there for the end of the first quarter. The score reads 4-1 to 2-3. Good quarter by South against the wind. Centrals, we're seeing that if they're putting a second man in defence, but at this stage, no, it doesn't look like it. South's forward line's wide open. Hannon already kicking 3 goals. The intensity by South really needs to be the same as what it was that first quarter, kicking with the wind. No need to blast the ball, they need to find the player. They need to find the player. Ball bounced by Halfback. Won by Bullock, pushed forward towards Mckenzie. Carter with the ball, dodging tackle just as he kicks the ball, dragged. Comes towards, tripped umpire. Comes to Reynolds. Reynolds now, left foot kick to no one in particular. Coming towards Wobbly. Wobbly now, tapping the ball forward. The lad from BMW kicking towards Horgan. Tries to find that player. No, hits the turf. Pushes forward. Ball hits the ground and the umpire should call for a bounce. No, calls play on. Bullock now kicks towards the forward lines. Looking towards Reynolds out on his own. Oh, it drops the mark. Drops the sitter. Still has time to pick up the ball. Tackled. No. Handballs towards, who cares? Kick forward. Oh, lucky mark by Central's player in the back pocket. Handballs onwards. Looking for Burton. Finds Burton. Kicks towards the outer wing. Players and lead the race. The ball Brick in front of Mitchell. Now coming towards... Ball still in play. Thought it might handball across. Oh, Ebert dumped badly. Comes towards Bullock. Bullock tackles the player on the ground. Comes towards Mitchell. Mitchell should handball. No, backs towards Horgan. Horgan with the ball now. Kicks blindly. Oh, finds Sultan. Sultan there. Handballs to... Can't see by the umpire. Kicks towards. Looking for Pommy. And marked by Pomeroy. Good mark by Pomeroy. Probably 25 metres out on a slight angle. Now, Pommy. I don't know here, Bernie. Pomeroy's kicking hasn't been... Hang on, we'll have a secret sound for those viewers. If you can guess what that is. As Pomeroy kicks the goal. Pomeroy kicks the goal. Secret sound, remember, if you can guess that secret sound, ring 450383 and you'll win a new Datsun. Pomeroy now with a very reliable kick. He's not the most reliable kick we've seen though, John, is he? At times he's missed those close ones, but he's done the right thing by us this time. As we look at the scoreboard now, 5-1 to 2-3, the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Halfback now bounces the ball. Bullock now. Fellies and tap, comes to Richard Jones, comes to Biles. Biles handballs to Mcginnis. Mcginnis over, under pressure. Still with the pressure. Oh, nice smother by Mitchell. Still Mitchell with the ball. Comes to Brick. Brick with the left foot. Kick towards Ganley. Oh, and yes, Halfback's given Ganley a free kick. Oh, he hasn't played advantage. For God's sake. That's pathetic. Easy goal to Centrals. Too easy to Centrals. Not good, Bernie, not good. Too easy for umpires to give, I think. We don't need that sort of crap umpiring, especially up here. As we've hit refreshment number 10, we've come now to umpire F-Wit, who bounces the ball in the centre of the ground. Bounce now comes to Amesbury. Amesbury taps, almost to, kick towards Mitchell. Mitchell now takes the mark at centre half back. Goes back for his kick. Should go straight down the guts. He's bent towards the flank. Finds Horgan. Horgan out on his own. A mile away from lining. Horgan now in the forward flank area. Awkward looking kick as I have a bit of a heartburn. Pomeroy pushed out of the contest. Should have had it free. Handball by Centrioles to Horgan. Horgan dodges. Kicks on his right foot. Bending it back. Hannon's there on his own. Should mark the ball. Hannon now, what can he do? He's very, very acute angle. He's got the breeze with him. If he can just pop it up and let the breeze take it through. No, he doesn't need to run around. Just pop the ball up nicely. No, tries to check side. Goes across ground and probably would run out of bounds. Unlucky. I think this breeze is picking up a bit too, Bernie. South's favour, 4-minute mark. They need to pile the goals on this quarter. Pomeroy with a tap to Carter. Carter, quick kick to no one in particular and goes out of bounds. Throw in now on the deep in South's forward pocket. South's players manning up. We've had Byrne off the field for Centrioles already with a suspect hamstring. And we were hoping Robbo would play, but Byrne couldn't make the side, which is a real pity. Carter again. Kicks towards, out on the full. I thought for a minute there, come off the Central's boot. Central's now to bring it in. Ball's given to young Pussy, son of Harry Pussy. Kicks now, looking for Mcginnis, finds Mcginnis, strong mark. Mcginnis now looking for somebody. Going wide, it's going wide and the wind, no, doesn't quite take it. Thought that might have gone out of bounds. Kirkwood on the mark now. Burton, no one to kick to. Holding play up. Looking for Mcginnis. Mcginnis taken by Brick. Goes for the ball. Tackled. Ball comes to ground. And umpire Half-Wit decides to have a bounce. Bounce by Half-Wit. Tap forward. Comes to Central's player. Handballs over to Burton. Burton juggles ball. Handballs no one in particular. Brick with the ball. Over to who knows. Nice kick to Blackwell. Blackwell now on his left foot. Kicks towards the centre of the ground. Puckridge in front. Nice spoil. And nice tackle. Ball comes to ground. Jones tackled. Taken off the ball. Williams and Ganley. Taken by Wolford. Nice kick out to no one in particular. It's going to run to Blackwell. No. Pushed off the ball. Tap forward. Hanging on, umpire. Good decision. Well done, Macca. And still manhandled by the Central's player. Can't afford to mess around in this quarter. Short kick to Mitchell. Mitchell now on the Central's back flank area. Should make a long kick. Dodges and caught. Handball's out of bounds. And called by the umpire to throw the ball in. Should have gone for the long kick there, Mitchell. Handball's over. Tap forward by Horgan. Horgan. Kirkwood tackles Central's guy and the ball runs out of bounds. South nearly to capitalise on this quarter and kick goal after goal, leading with this wind. At the moment things are a bit scrambly, as you'd expect with the wind as it is. Horgan loose, takes the ball. Nearly had his head taken off. Orson now with the ball. Left foot kick. Looking for Gibbons. No. Pinhead leading for the race. The ball. Reynolds is just ambling along and pushes the ball and Pinhead out of bounds. Ball now up on our South half forward line. Boundary umpire back to throw the ball in. 7-minute mark. South only scored 1 goal this quarter. 2 Centrals 1, making it fairly even, and the ball tapped out of bounds again. South need to be full on attack, straight down the middle this quarter. Ball now thrown in. Both ruckmen go to ground. too many Centrals players. Handballs over to QB by the look of it. Kicks. Oh, and he hasn't given after disposal. Pretty petty umpire, very petty. Umpire Effort now in charge. Mcginnis kicks. Looking for centre forward. Punch. Oh, Ainsbury had the ball, knocked out of his hands. Ball comes to ground and umpire Halfwit should now bounce. Bounces the ball. Ainsbury versus Mcginnis. Ainsbury was a tap to McShane. Unlucky, couldn't handle the ball. Comes to Central's player. Tap forward. South player in race for the ball. Mckenzie overruns the ball. Dives on the ball. Comes to McLean. McLean kicks towards the middle of the ground. Horgan, awkward bounce. Taps forward. Oh, too far. Comes to Liney. Liney taps to who knows. Kicks to Simon. Simons now. Kicks from the edge of the centre square. Looking for Jones. Puckridge should mark. Intercepted by that player. Allison leave for the ball. Still Puckridge. Handball's over. Oh, intercepted by a Central's player. Kicks again. And it should be Williams taps forward. Oh, Horson. Horson now with the ball. Goes to handball. Kicks left foot. Awkward looking kick, but finds Horgan under pressure. Horgan going now back to his kick. Kicks towards the centre of the ground. And called advantage. He should goal here. He should goal from this distance coming in. Oh, just a point. Thought that could have been a goal there by the big fella. Now kicked out by Centrals. Comes to the grandstand side. Comes towards who knows and who cares. Centrals play with the ball. Short kick. Looks for Simon. Simon's too much the ball lately. Bernie, what do you think?
Well, I think it sucks. So Centrals uncontested there in the mark. Mckenzie standing the mark. Reno kicks forward. Looking for a Central player. Carter comes out with the ball. Gets his hands to it. Ebert's in there with it. Handball out of the crowd. Not quite in the direction of a South player. South leading the race for the ball. There's three there. Matty McLean comes out with it. And then there's a push in the back. But the umpire decides to bounce it up. At the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. So, toss off. Puts it up. McShane comes out with it. Horson. Good idea. Didn't quite come off. So, South hold the advantage here in the second quarter. As the ball comes in. Comes down to Mckenzie. Mckenzie wide. Very wide to Wobbly. Wobbly has a couple of bounces. Oh, Mick McGuan. Eat your heart out. And free after disposal. Hopefully that'll go downfield to Hannon. Hannon on a very, very sharp angle. Probably about 60 degrees from goal. About 45 metres out. If he can kick this, South will hold a very good lead. As he comes in, kicks the ball. Puts it up, gives it a ride, and that's going to go through. There's a goal to South. There's the sort of goals that we need. Good goal by Hannon. That's his fourth. Very well done by Hannon there. Good work by Mckenzie from the back line, looking wide to Wobbly. Wobbly did the work, and he got a little bit wobbly towards the end, but managed to come out with the free. One wonders why they call him Wobbly Don. Not Wobbly Don, but Wobbly Don.
Yes, you only have to look at his sexual enterprises from the past, and we know why. Okay, the ball's bounced in the middle. Central's leads in the race for the ball, kicks towards the man in question. Central's in the lead for the race of the ball. Wobbly the ball, taps it forward. Comes towards the South player, chipped over. Come towards the Boner owner. Kicks towards centre forward. Tap forward. Central's in the lead for the race of the ball. Handball's over the top. Mullins now with the ball. Kicks. Looking for... Doesn't know, but Gibbo's got the race for the ball. Gibbo can keep his feet. He can soccer the ball. Good, nice dive. Well done. And Soldy hasn't got the ball. Over to Gibbo again. Nice desperation here. Over to Soldy. Should handball over to Carter. Carter now. Not knowing where to kick to. Oh, not 10, not 10. Not 10. Play on. Comes to McShane. McShane. Pushed in the back, umpire. In the back. Come on. Oh, I'm sure his name's Fuckwit. I've got it now. I knew it was Fuckwit. I'm sure it was Fred or Frank, but I've just worked it out. Okay, over to... hang on, Secret Sound viewers. Member 0383. Oh, Jones. This Puckeridge sort of stumbles there at the last minute. Now kicking from 55, 60 metres out, and the full flank goes back. Got no one really to kick to. It's given... Oh, handball's on. No one in particular. Over to his brother in Dickhead. Kicks, dodges, handballs to no one again. And now towards the centre. Kicking towards Jones, has come into the middle and takes a good mark. Oh, and he's allowed to play on. How can you do that, umpire? Oh, here we go, and she's on a bit again. We've had a bit of a blue on in the full forward area as players rush in and have a bit of a pull and a tug. Just a bit of a push and shove around. Players should let it go shortly. Well, Centrals have sort of come back a bit too, Bernie. Every goal that South seem to get this quarter with a win. Centrals do answer a bit. South need to sort of take the game by the neck is with this quarter. 15. Oh, hello, Pommy's got a kick from centre. Pommy now kicks, looking for Bullet. Ainsbury should have a shot from here. Ainsbury can be a big kick. He's kicked 17 goals in one game for the Oru over in the sticks. He should make this distance. Bernie, oh, he's given a nice ride. A lot of air, but oh, and marked just inside the boundary by the Boner owner in Kirkwood. Here he goes. He's a left footer.
Wow, Kirkwood. If he can kick this, it'll put South 3 goals up, but he passes off to the Pinhead himself, Cameron Daddo. So Cameron to have his next shot, or his first for the match. So Pinhead playing at centre half forward today. He's got to put this through to give South that little bit of an edge. And he's kicked through it, and yes, he has put it through. A little bit wayward there. A little bit wayward, but good work there by Pomeroy and the lads to get in and sort out the Jones fuckwit. So the ball comes back to centre again. South to 7-2 to 4-3. 16-minute mark of the second quarter. So as F. Witt goes into bounce, with Pomeroy in ruck. Pomeroy against Mcginnis. Pomeroy loses out this time. Central's come away with it. McLean, well read by McLean there. Throws the ball out, looking for the handball. Nobody there for South to receive it. The ball goes to ground. Still Central's in there. 4 Souths around the ball. Should come out with it and steady. There's a steady onto the wing through McLean. McLean over to Horgan. Horgan has a paddock to run in. Decides to go long, looking for Pinhead Allison. Pinhead grabs the ball. Good grab. Good hands there by Allison. As he kicks in long. That's the way to go. The ball comes to ground. Ainsbury. Carter. Horgan. Horgan goes for goal. Oh, and there's a free after disposal. So Horgan very lucky to get away with that. That was a good snap. Very good snap. Should have been a goal, but because he didn't kick it, we'll give him another shot. So Horgan to have his first for the day also. Needs to kick this. Put South 4 goals up. So as Horgan comes in. And the ball's floated off and gone through for a point. It's always better to kick 7 points than just straight 6. So Central's to bring the ball back in. Make themselves look stupid again. Pomeroy's up against Mcginnis, and the ball comes to the ground. Centrals are in there. Souths are in there. Horgan cops one high. Gibbons is in there. Horgan down towards the side. Copped a little one a bit high. So now half-wit to bounce it up. As the ball goes up. And Central's come away with it. Central's looking for the ascendancy here. Not getting a good tackle by, who is that? Ainsbury. So the ball to be thrown up again at the 19-minute mark of the second quarter. So as Ainsbury goes up for the ruck, Central's come away with it in the way of nobody. Sultan tackles and puts the ball over the boundary. The ball comes in. High throw in by the umpire there. Sultan's in the lead for the ball as it goes over the boundary once again. So Ratley and O'Connor warm up around the boundary line as the ball's thrown in again. Down to ground by Centrals. Centrals come out with a good handball by the Central player there. As the ball goes into air. 2 players up for South. Not good. There's a good bounce there by as McShane gets it over, looking for Gavin Mitchell. Mitchell gets the ball forced forward. There's 3 players there from South. Well done, Horse. Horse gets the ball forward. That's where it wants to be. Mckenzie, good pace, good turn of pace, and a kick from Mckenzie will go straight through the centre. Good play by South there. Excellent piece of play there by Jared Horson onto Mckenzie. 3 players leading in the race for the ball as Mckenzie shows a turn of pace and drills it.
Macca, you little champion. Huge centre pace. Well done, Horse. The Horse hadn't done bad. Seeing he bloody got pissed off his face at a wedding last night over in Port Augusta somewhere. Done well, Horse. Okay, South now with the momentum. They need 10 minutes probably in this quarter to go, Bernie. 4 goals up. They probably need to kick another 4 just to get things going. Pomeroy versus Reynolds. Mcginnis. Who cares? Oh, wobbly. Push off the ball. Comes towards Centrals. Tackled. Thrown to the ground. Handballed over. Pushed back onto the ground. Pushed forward by Mitchell. Mitchell loses the ball. Handballed off the ground to Central's player over the top. South and Lee for the race. The ball dives on the ball. Holds the ball. Comes to a South player. Oh, all over the place. Kick forward. McLean in the race for the ball. Oh, trapped by... Oh, nice tackle by South. Oh, and the umpire's going to call a bounce when it's come to a South player. Good desperation and tackling there by South in the back lines. Umpire F-Wit now. Bounce the ball. Probably 40 metres out from Central's goal. Reynolds wins a taps towards Central's player. Falls on the ball, dives, gets up, tackled by 2 players. Umpire calls play on and then elects to bounce the ball. This defence, Bernie, needs to be tight and hard at the body. And yes, you're right, discipline too. Need to look after each of those players. Over to Central's. Handball smothered, comes to Liney. Liney kicks blindly. Comes towards Ganley and Williams. Oh, and marked by strong bodywork from Ganley. Ganley now on an angle. Probably against the breeze. As Soldy comes off with Ocaron into the half-forward flank for South. Ganley now runs around, has a kick at goal, and from that distance shouldn't miss, and he doesn't. Well, that's probably Ganley's first goal on Williams for many, many games. And that had to come through a bit of a push out. The umpires were a bit close to the ball. They would have realised it was just another bit of a ticky-touch decision that they let go. Well, Burnie Central are sort of matching South here in this quarter, goal for goal. South with the win. No one's really taken over the strong use of the win. At the 23-minute mark here of the second quarter. Pomeroy versus Mcginnis. Oh, even tap. Comes on the ground. Central's kick it forward. South players diving ball, taps it forward to Mitchell. Mitchell with his left foot. Towards, bad bounce for Rocker. Comes towards Central's wanker, kicks forward looking for Percy, finds that player. He kicks, his players loose. Ebert should wrap this up. Punches, comes towards Gibbo. Gibbo handballs inboard to Horgan. Horgan now kicks centre to Pomeroy. Pomeroy he's got players loose on the outer wing, but elects to go deep into a attack, and it goes straight to, looks like Cuby. Cuby now kicks to Percy again. Percy kicks looking for Brick, and who takes the mark in front of the body. Brick now just not sure who to kick to. Kicks towards, looks like Burton. Players go up, goes over their head. Come towards Mcginnis. Mcginnis kicks it forward. Players leading the race to the ball. It's like Blackwell on the boundary line. Dodges the tackle, goes to Burton. Burton kicks, looking for Ganley, and Williams takes the mark after some good body work. Handballs to Puckridge. Puckridge now should find Wolford. Kicks in front of, no one really to kick to. Dodges Horgan. Horgan now going through the middle of the ground, one bounce. Has a kick, should kick long. Does so, looking for Hannon. Hannon in front, no. Pinhead and Cuby leading for the race to the ball. Pinhead now falls over. Cuby takes the ball. Kicks, should handball over the top, does so. Over to Percy. Percy now. One bounce on the grandstand wing, looking for the handball. Handball's over. Awkward looking kick to Mcginnis. Mcginnis takes that ball. Handball to Burton. Burton now. Kicks across the ground to Orson. Orson takes the ball. Over to McShane on the ground. McShane takes the ball. Ridden into the ground, umpire. But chooses to have a bounce up.
So the toss off the bounce up again. Does so. As Mitchell goes in for the ruck. Liney comes out with the ball somehow. Pomeroy's in there. Should throw the tackle. Does so. Orson throws in. The ball goes to a Centrals player as it comes in towards goal, and Ganley marks in front of Williams. So Ganley to go for his second kick of the day. There's 2 kicks he's had on Williams in 10 games. So I'm fatter than Fat Albert. Ganley to take a kick. Wind's gusting around a little bit. Ganley's a fairly prolific goal kicker as he kicks fairly truly that time. That brings them to within 2 goals of South. So it's 8-3 to 6-3. So Kirkwood's gone out of the centre onto the half-forward flank. McShane and Mckenzie in there with Horgan. So Ainsbury up for the ruck. Ainsbury wins the ruck quite easily. In the back from to Allison. As Centrals come away with the ball. Good bit of play there by Centrals. But Wobbly on the wing. Once again, evergreen Wobbly. Wobbly puts it out in front of Carter. Should give Carter the free run at goal. Carter elects to kick into Pomeroy. Pomeroy marks about 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So Pomeroy going for his third for the day. On the boot, kicks truly, and the umpire doesn't move. Good reply from South. That's what the boys needed to lift. Pomeroy working very hard all over the ground. So seeing Pomeroy kick the last goal, we'll have a few words from the boundary rider in young Pommy.
Oh yeah, it's just a marvellous kick there, and bit of hard work there from Wobbly. It's just looking tremendous today.
Thanks for that. You don't think many people are going to laugh at that. So, F-Wit to bounce the ball again. Ainsbury wins the ruck again. This is a telling factor. Ainsbury doing well in the centre. Too easy out of the centre there. Bounce. The bounce confuses Mcginnis. McDump comes out with it into Horgan. Horgan kicked. Couldn't get the ball to boot quite in time. Wobbly's in there and gives away a free. So Central's play on through Reynolds. Reynolds thinks he's a little bit bigger than everyone else. Ball comes to ground. Biles with the ball. And Wobbly. Now, Bullet's up the other end of the ground. So Horse kicks long, looking for Wobbly. Wobbly's there. Gets his body to the ball, but Horgan comes up with it. Should have had a bounce. Elects not to and goes along to Hannon. Hannon goes through the hands. Unlucky. So the ball hits the ground again. Centrals don't want it. There's a good bump in there by O'Connor, and Allison's in there to help him. Good work by the Demons there to keep it in the area. Pomeroy up this time. Pushed in the back from behind. Umpire doesn't see. Good handball by Pomeroy. Out to Richard Horgan. Horgan kicks long, looking for Hannon. Hannon's died down a little bit in this quarter. Horgan comes out with it again. Allison, go long. But there's nobody home. Only Centrals. So the ball out along the outer side. South 9-3, Central 6-3. 30-minute mark. South applying the pressure there. Making the mistake. Centrals are making the mistake. Centrals come up with the ball. Horson's there. Caught out of position. Ball goes to ground. Liney comes out with it. There's a free handball there somewhere, and the umpire elects to give away a free kick to Centrals. So some Central toss-off to have another kick. Looking in for Blackwell. That was a good lead and good grab there. Too easy there in the end to Centrals. Not what was needed at this time of the game. So Centrals to get a kick at goal at the 31-minute mark at last quarter. The siren should go. Siren does go. We'll watch this kick and hopefully he'll miss. Yes, he's given it a ride and it bounces in front. Didn't go through. So South go into the half-time break, 9-3 to 6-3.
Every quarter, you win the game.
No, Smallies.
Eh?
Okay,
Oh, smaller can.
we're on again, Bernie. Start of the second half of the 1994 Grand Final. South leading 9-3 to Central 6-3. This will be an important quarter for South. They against probably your 3 or 4 goal breeze. If they can show the desperation and the tackling and the hard body of the ball like they have their first quarter and kick some goals. It looks like Ocker off and Ratley on for South. Rattles being our captain for this year. Whew, well, what do you think? Bernie, it's, this quarter I think will be the telling quarter. South can't rely on just having to win the last quarter. They need to probably be up by 2 or 3 at the end of this quarter.
Well, Melbourne, the red and blue. The red and blue is prolific this year. Well, what can I say? It's just that's unbelievable. So South go in with a 3-goal lead after half-time. South won the under-10s, 3 points to 2 points to take out the premiership in the under-10s. So now into the third quarter. As the frisbee is taken off the oval. And umpire F. Witt to bounce it up with Ainsbury in ruck. So Mckenzie into the centre. Ratley back onto the half-forward flank. As the Demons get a free out of the centre. Carter drills the ball high, but Reynolds drops in and takes an easy mark, uncontested. Reynolds kicks out wide. Brick picks up the ball. Good first gather, but shocking disposal, and Todd McShane comes out with the ball. So Todd McShane looking forward for Ratley. Ratley gets this punched away. Central's come away with the ball again. 3 Souths there. Uncontested. Souths come out with the ball. So as the ball comes over, Williams has the ball. Comes out wide to Wobbly. Wobbly gets a nasty bounce. Back to Williams. Williams dodges the player. And the ball goes over the boundary. Outnumbered there. 2 Souths to 3 Centrals. They worked well, worked hard. Ainsbury in the contest. Horgan down the bottom. Wobbly comes in. Somebody throws a boot at the ball. Mckenzie comes out with it. Ainsbury kicks forward, finds Allison. So Allison on to Kirkwood. Kirkwood running, free running into Pomeroy at centre half forward. So Pommy, he's about 40 metres out, 45 metres out, kicking directly in front and drops it in short, but it is marked by the Centrals player. So Centrals player mucks up the play and the ball will run over the boundary. So the ball will be thrown in again. Contest up there. Good work by Pomeroy to get a fist to it, and works very hard to earn the free. No, it's gone to Gibbons. Is that Gibbons?
Doesn't matter.
It's too far away. Anyhow, South player kicks in towards goal and drills it. Very good kick by the South player there in Gibbons. I'm sure it's Gibbons. He's the only other one up there. It's got to be Gibbons. Doing the funky Gibbon.
I don't care who it is, as long as they've kicked the goals. Right, 2 minutes gone now into the third quarter. South against this, probably, I reckon, probably a 5 or 6 or 17 goal breeze now.
5 goal breeze.
So South need to keep momentum up, keep their intensity up, and need to go into the third quarter with probably a 2 or 3 goal break. Bullet now, punching forward again. Comes to a Centrals player in Burton. Burton kicks to no one in particular. Puckridge and Jones leading the race to the ball. Jones taps it first. Puckridge takes the ball. Oh, push forward. Comes to Horgan. Horgan taps it forward. Centrals players everywhere. Centrals now, left foot kick out of the middle. Comes towards Biles. Oh, Wobbly a bit slow in punching. Biles running through. Coming through the middle, looking for Blackwell. Blackwell, nice pickup. Falls over the best time. Handball from McLean to Mitchell. Mitchell kicks forward. Should find Ratley. Ratley, nice mark. Oh, should be a free kick, umpire. Fair go. Okay, on the ground again. Over to Centrals. Oh, over to Mcginnis. Mcginnis now kicks. Right foot kick. Looking for Centrals player. Oh, comes to Liney. Liney has a shot and hits the post. Well, South's very unlucky there, Bernie. Should have had a free there on the far wing. South need to be defensive, working the ball all the time. Should go to Bullet. Bullet now takes the mark. Should go a little one over the top to Wolford, yes, and does so. Now they should find another loose player somewhere. Carter leading the race to the ball, and again does so. South's players should start putting their hands up. Calling for the ball for this short, loose one. Carter decides to kick long, looking for, Mckenzie over the top. Comes to Ratley. Ratley gets an unfair bump and the ball goes out of bounds. Souths can push the ball out of bounds and be defensive all this quarter. I mean, they've kicked the one goal they need. 3 goals, 5 the difference. Comes to Jones. Jones kicks right foot looking for and finds a Centrioles player. He kicks looking for, looks like Blackwell. Fumbles the ball. Fell over and South need to go gang tackling. Bernie, gang tackling is the key word. Gang tackling is the key word for this quarter. Punch forward by Horse and over towards, I don't know, but it's over the boundary line. 5-minute mark. 25 to go. Bernie, we need to sort of keep this pressure up and keep pushing the ball. Tap forward. Central's playing lead race for the ball. And overtaken by Ebert. Well done, Ebert. Need to keep the ball out of bounds, keep the pressure on, force it out and force it wide. Bit like your girlfriend, Bernie, forcing it wide.
Well, at least I've got one, Don.
I had one.
So, as Horgan comes out, good clearing kick there. Allison gets his hands to the ball. Player retarded going for the ball was Carter. Carter comes out with it, forces it forward. Ratley's in the lead for the ball, doesn't quite make it. Souths are applying the pressure. Kicked by Centrals there, finds the Centrals player. So Centrals to kick long with this wind. And Gavin Mitchell to mark the ball, but he's paid the man in front, which is terrible umpiring. So, shit a brick to kick from 50 metres out. The ball drops in the square and will be run through for a point. So Williams to kick out. Looking for options, finds Puckridge. Puckridge, a good grab. So the ball comes up towards the wing. Horse is leading in the race for the ball. Held without it. Player retarded. Not going to get a free in there. And the player with half a hamstring and half a brain makes an issue of it. So the ball goes up again. Horse and Car gets in there and does a good bit of defensive work. The defenseman from Hell.
Got to get quick.
So the ball's up again. Ainsbury misses the tap. The ball comes up towards the centre. Mitchell, good fist from behind. And he's still got the pace to run up for his second tap. And the ball comes out towards the South player and Carter. Carter grabs the ball, goes back towards Puckridge. Puckridge gets it forward on towards Ebert. Ebert has the ball, has time to steady, looks for a pass and comes off to Kirkwood. Kirkwood still running on. Runs forward, but the ball will be out of bounds on the fall under the windsock, which looks a little bit like what Kirky's got. So the ball comes into play. Central player has it. Onto Biles or somebody from Centrals. Centrals take the kick again. Penetrating kick there up towards Mitchell area. Ball comes over the back and caught holding the ball. Very good tackle out there by Michael Ebert, or Mick Ebert as he is known affectionately. On to McRatley. McRatley to take the kick, or is that McAinsbury? No, it's McRatley. McRatley comes back for his kick. McRatley kicks on, but to no avail. Allison a little bit late there. Could have taken the player out. So the ball comes forward again. Good punch from behind by McGibbons. So at the 9-minute mark, 10-3 to 6-5. South need to fire on all 5 cylinders.
You're right, Bernie. We need to hold them this quarter, and the tackling so far has been good. Ebert showing the way. McShane with a lot of pace on the outer wing. Kick towards Allison, and should have the kick to Allison. Allison now. He's got a player loose in Gibbons. Kicks towards that player and takes a nice fall. Oh, should pay that umpire. Comes to Kirkwood. Kirkwood now on his left foot. Left foot kicks towards Hannon. Hannon now with it leave. Oh, kick forward by Centrioles player. Comes towards Dickhead. Picked up held by the South players. Well done. Sorry, that wasn't Dickhead. That was Richie Dickhead. Okay, umpire F-Wit now to bounce the ball 40 metres out from South's goal. Pomeroy takes a tap. Oh, nice roving by Ratley. Ratley, the captain, dodges the play, handballs the Carter, doesn't find that player, comes to the ground, handballs over to the Centrioles player, kicks on the outer wing to no one in particular. Ebert in lead for the ball. Ebert's got a paddock, two Centrioles players converging. Tap it out if you can. Oh, you know, not there. Tap back towards Bullet leading towards the ball. Oh, Centrioles player has the ball. Kick towards McLean. McLean should mop up. Hasn't got the ball. Pushes the ball forward. Handballs to Mitchell. Nice grab. Dodges. Handballs over to no one again in particular. Comes to Bullet. Bullet dives on the ball. Comes to McLean again. Nice pickup. Now bounces, kicks. Should find... Oh, nice mark by a Centrioles player. Kick now towards the middle of the ground. Bullet on his own. Should hold it up. Looking for no one in particular. He bounces. Bullet bounces. Kicks. Finds towards Pomeroy. Mckenzie leads the race the ball. Should have this player. That's the way Mckenzie. Mckenzie gets up. Pushed forward by the Centrioles player. Tackled again. Ball on the ground. Mack is still in the ground. Tackling. Hit row the head. Oh, and the umpire doesn't call it. Good pressure, South Whyalla. Mckenzie, good pressure. Umpire half-wit here. This players try to pick it. Players up. Ebert's loose. There's no one in Cooey of another Centrioles players. It's kicked forward. Brick in the lead for the ball. Goes between his legs. Wouldn't have hit his dick because it's not long enough. Now it comes to... That's the way. Ganley kicks towards the middle. Oh, South player falls over. Bounces. Williams now with the ball. Handballs to McShane. McShane hasn't got the ball. Ratley takes the mark. Oh, nice handball to Wolford. Wolford uses his pace. Kicks towards Pomeroy. Pomeroy should use his body and take the mark. Oh, tap forward very intelligently to Allison. Allison juggles the ball. Dodges. Kicks. Oh, and goes for a point. Good play there, South. Good defence. See you, man. Okay, things are livening up in the grandstand as well. At 12-minute mark, South 10-4 to Central 6-5. Central's now kick towards a loose player. How is that loose? Is bugger if I know. Kicks again. Another loose player. They've got loose players all through the middle. And he should kick on now towards centre half forward. Oh, S.O. Brick has got a paddock.
Man up.
That was too slack. What was going there is bugger if I know, Bernie. S.O. Brick now shot from goal.
Bernie's that bloke that you started his place for the weekend.
Oh, the one that died. I think I helped him. Brick now kicks and has kicked a point. Well, that's a bit of a let-off for South because the whole way up the field there, Central's had loose players. South are too slow to pick them up. Nice kick there by Williams to Ebert. Should be a mark or a free to Ebert. Jones dodges, kicks with his right foot, and another miss. 14-minute mark now, the third quarter. Centrioles are kicking points. Too much to play for me, Bernie, as Williams now has the kickoff.
So Don Willie kicks out, looking for Wolford, and Wobbly finds the ball. So now Wolford to penetrate, and he does. He penetrates. Good mark by Horse and Cart, and 50 metres, not 50 metres, at 50 going once. Horse kicks on. Kirkwood caught behind the neck, not paid the free. Well done by Kirkwood there. Ainsbury in the correct position to take the mark. Good defence by South here in this third quarter.
Where's Hannon?
So Ainsbury. Ainsbury comes forward looking for Pomeroy. Pomeroy gets a fist to it. Kirkwood comes down with it. Puckeridge comes out with it, looking for the Horse. The Horse gets a kick. Under the pin. Carter comes up with the ball. Carter still keeping it in front. Mckenzie finds the ball. This will be a definite goal. Mckenzie, 2, 3, 4, and kick. Unlucky Macca. Should have been a free after disposal. So now the ball goes around the other side flank where there's a central player free. If that had gone through the goals, it might have been a different story. Now the ball comes up and Mitchell. Ever solid in defence. Mitchell out towards Horgan. Horgan steadies play a little bit. McDump runs on. I shouldn't have said that. McDump runs on. The ball comes to ground. Centrals have it, and there's a free player in the centre there. Souths need a man up here. Ganley makes the lead. The ball goes forward. Williams is behind. Ball comes to ground. Blackwell comes out with it. He's going to take a shot. And the ball is wayward and touched through for a point.
That's my light anyway.
Bullshit.
Green light, eh?
Bullshit. It's more.
So Williams out to Wolford. Wolford steadies on the back pocket. 16-minute mark of the third quarter. Kicks back across to Williams. Williams handballs to Hannon. Hannon's caught under pressure. McLean comes out with the ball. McLean comes over with a handball. Puckeridge is in there. Didn't have the ball. Should have been a free. McShane comes out with it. Pomeroy ends up with the mark. Pomeroy takes the kick up the wing, looking for Allison. Allison's going to mark this, and Allison does on the centre wing grandstand side. Allison takes the kick, looking for Ratley. Ratley should mark this. There's a push in the back, and the umpire will pay the free. So Ratley, 70 metres from goal. Looks to pass off. Kirkwood's under it, and Kirkwood takes the grab. So Kirkwood, the man that has been endowed for life. Number 24, coach of South Whyalla, puts it in towards the goals. As the ball comes to ground, Central's come out with it. The ball's in there. Horgan gets the foot to it. Good tackle there by Horgan to put pressure on the Central's player and keep it in the forward line. He's copped a bit of a corky from that, but he'll be right. Ainsbury's up there. South's in the attacking goal front. The ball comes out. Jones ends up with it. Central's running free all over the ground. Good pressure by Puckeridge there. Put the pressure on, couldn't get the kick away. Now Ebert comes up with the ball. Ebert steadies for South, puts it in towards Mckenzie. Mckenzie taken from behind. Couldn't come out with the ball. Centrals now with the ball on the far wing. The ball comes in and Williams takes the mark and has a bounce. And take another one, Williams, you deserve it. And the ball comes out towards Horgan. Horgan under pressure now. He's got one behind him. He's got one in front of him. And Horgan comes out with it. He taps it forwards to Williams. Williams is still in the play. Horse gets the ball. Horse puts it forward. The best kick he's done all season. And Ratley doesn't quite complete the mark. The ball comes back in towards Mcginnis. Now Central's playing with themselves again. They think they're going to attack from here. They've got 2 chances. Ebert comes in, gets a fist to the ball, not quite enough. Central's to run away with the ball now at the 19-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Wobbly's in front and should have been paid the mark. He had enough hands on that. Now, Mitchell puts the ball forward.
Wobbly's hurt.
As Wolford's down behind play. He must have had a broken nose for him to be down like that. So now there's Ebert on the wing. Ebert puts it in to Allison. Allison finds the football. Wobbly's broken a nose. Meanwhile, play goes on and South have kicked into the mark. There's not enough South players there, but the South player mops up, puts it up, which goes out of bounds. So Wobbly comes off the ground with a broken nose, and that's going to look fantastic tonight, Don. I want to be a part of that.
Well, it's unfortunate for the Wobbly one, but as the ball now is in the South forward pocket at the 20-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Handball over by Centrals, coming out of defence, kicking towards Jones, spoiled by McShane, tackled by McShane, nice tackle. Handballed over to Ebert, Ebert over to McShane, McShane now with the ball. Kicks, no one in particular, and should have been a mark by Puckridge. All over him, and the umpire will bounce up.
Go on, Oka!
Oh, tap forward by Centrals. And there's Wobbly, and South gets a free through Pommy. Pommy kicks towards Gavin Mitchell. Mitchell kicks now to the left foot and dumped after disposal. The umpire doesn't even give a shit. Kick towards the forward pocket. Centrals pick up the ball. Handball forward to Centrals player. Dummies the handball. Still doesn't know where to kick. Kicks in towards back flank. I didn't think that carried, but no, it didn't. Playing on. Centrals Blake takes the kick. Kicks forward. And it looks like Mullins with the ball. Mullins plays on straight away. Kicks forward. Oh, nice kick to the open space. Woolley backs himself. Dodges. Handballs over to Ebert. Ebert playing a good game. McShane over the top. Oh, Centrals player takes that handball. And it's tackled very well. Over to another Centrals player and Burton. Burton kicks smothered. Williams again. Handballs no one in particular. Horson with the ball now. Horson handballs over to Horgan. Horgan handballs over to Puckridge. Puckridge is playing all over the ground. Dummies the handball. Kicks. Oh, too far for Ratley. Central player kicks the ball to Mullins. Mullins handballs on to Central's player. Kicks. Oh, punch forward. And McShane should clean up. Kicks forward. Mitchell's on his own. Mitchell has a paddock. Should short kick over the top? No, he kicks long. Looks for Horse. Oh, it's out on the floor. Bad luck. 22-minute mark. South 10-4 to 6-8. Okay, looks like Mullins now kicks in to the centre forward position. Oh, Jones, McShane. And umpire quite rightly calls a ball up. And the poor puffer's got, I saw the poor bloke's got cramp. And we've got to wait for the little fellow Aboriginal blood in order. And we're waiting for umpire half-wit to bounce the ball. No, he can't even move out the road. Okay, bounces the ball. Pomeroy versus Mcginnis. Looks like Brick takes the ball. Handballs on to Central's player. And it's a goal. Not good there by the South defence. They should have manned up. I think they got caught out with the injured player. Score's now 10-4 to 7-8. And that's Central's first goal at the 23-minute mark against the Breeze. And if we consult our boundary riders here, that's 1 goal each this quarter. Yep, South has still done pretty well at this stage of the game, or this stage of the quarter, to keep things as they are. Hannah now out of the centre, kicks, awkward left foot to Mckenzie. Mckenzie leaves in the race ball, showing pace, kicks over, looking for Horgan, should find that player, and does so. He should hold play up. Plays on, looking for Gibbons. Gibbons has got a lot of pace. Oh, awkward bounce for Gibbons. Comes back to Biles. Biles now with the ball. Awkward left foot to no one in particular to Percy. Percy dodges Horgan, gets away from the tackle, kicks, and should be a safe mark by a horse. And he's now holding up now, looking for Pomeroy. Pomeroy's got no one near him. Gibbo should be off. Gibbo should be off. And he should take the mark. Nice mark. Hold it up. Hold things up a little bit. We're still at the 24-minute mark. Nudging 3/4 time. Oh, where's he going with that? Looking for Ocker. Oh, nearly a nice mark by Ocker. Handballs across to Jones. Jones is taken out of the full forward area. Chased by Puckridge. Kicks long. Mitchell tries to take a one tap of the ball. Goes to, McLean, very classy. Left foot over to Ebert. Ebert leading the race for the ball. He should tap it over out of bounds. More time. Good man. Yes, boundary riders, I am coaching as well as commentating. 25-minute mark now, the third quarter. As we're looking for another secret sound. Remember, 0383. Oh, Jones and McShane. McShane comes out with the ball. Kicks, looking for, there's players going here. Carter, and it's taken a good mark by Mcginnis. Centrioles have had the run for the last 5-6 minutes. Oh, this one's going to bring rain. It's that high. Players sit for the ball. Oh, and a mark by Richard Jones, probably one of the smallest blokes in the field. 26-minute mark. He's probably 40 metres out, directly in front with the breeze behind his back. His short pass to, looks like Simons. Simons now on probably a bit more of an angle, only 20 metres out. And this will close the gap a little bit. Stabs at the ball and kicks truly. Well, that narrows the gap. South could probably do with another goal at this stage in the quarter. Well, there's the siren to finish the third quarter. That's their third quarter finish. There's only probably two goals each scored, or one to South, 2 to Centrioles. Well, then that's not a bad effort too in the for Centrioles. One more. Okay, we're starting. We're starting the last quarter. South 10-4 to Centrioles 8-8. 1 goal, 2. South going probably with a 2 to 3 goal breeze now. This will sort them out. They need to be strong. We've got Ratley at full forward. We've got Hannon in the centre. Bullet now opposed to Mcginnis. Because we have to be a big quarter by South. And tell you what, are we nervous? Are we nervous or what? Yes. Let's go, Demons. This is Stressville. Taken by Reynolds out of the centre. Handball to Jones. Jones straight through the middle. Kicks towards Scanley. Overruns that player. Over to McLean. Williams dives on the ball. Players over the ball, and F-Wit decides of a bounce, probably 40 metres outside of Central's goal. Bullet now against, straight to Brick. Macca, pushed off the ball and out of bounds. Ball about to be thrown in. South need to clear it from here. Tap forward, straight to Bullock. Bullock no one in particular. Mckenzie kicks the ball forward, on the Carter. Almost again by Mckenzie. Comes to Central's player, done well, dodges. And handballs to no one in particular. Ainsbury with the ball now in defence. Kicks forward his left foot to no one in particular. Goes straight to Mcginnis. Goose now taking his kick, coming back. Kicking forward. High, big high kick, punch forward. Comes to McShane. McShane kicks straight to a Central's player. South players aren't looking. Short pass to Richie Jones. Richie Jones now on the 50-metre mark. Players are running everywhere. Kicks, looking for a mark. And uncontested by Mark Jones. Mark Jones now, probably 40 metres out. Has a look at goals. Kicking, looking kicking style. And he's missed. Well, that's a let off for South. South can't be complacent this quarter. It's only 1 goal, 1 in it. Williams now to kick in. Kick towards himself. Running on. Handballs over the top to Ebert. Ebert now kicking long. Should find Pucky. Pucky kicks long. Looking for Ratley. No, Ratley can't get the ball. Players collide. Players and leave race the ball. Ocker over to another Central's player. More comes over to Burton. Burton now. Too easy out of defence. Handballs over the top. Central's now the left foot kick to... nearly finds Horson. Dive by Mitchell. Mitchell holds the ball in. Comes to McShane. Tackled. Handballs to Horgan. Horgan taps it forward. Horgan with the ball now. Handballs to Bullock. No. A what? Yep. A free kick to South. Now a free kick to Horgan. Horgan should find McShane out wide. McShane now dodges around Biles. Kicks towards centre forward. Carter's in and should find that player. And he should wait now until players get set. Tommy's on a lead. A high kick, and smart by a Central's player. They kick out to Central's players and leave for the ball. Kick again towards the middle of the ground. More Central's player. South aren't picking up their players at the moment. He's going back. I think it's Simons now. The ball there kicking towards the wing. Looking for... Horson who takes the mark. Comes to Mitchell. Mitchell dodges, weaves, kicks. Comes towards Kirkwood. Kirkwood takes the mark. Kirkwood mark on the far forward flank. Left footer. Elects to play on. Kicks long and wide. Pinhead, no. Central's player in front again. Central defence are holding up pretty well here in the first couple of minutes of the last quarter. Kicks towards the outer flank again. Pushes forward. Taken by Kirkwood, taken high umpire. Should get the free kick, but no. Bernie, things are pretty tight. We've got the 4-minute mark and we're on out by 1 goal, 1. South need a couple of goals early going into this breeze, with this breeze. On to Mckenzie. Mckenzie has the pace, pushes it forward. Still with the run of the ball. On the pace. Check side, goal. What's he done? Out on the full. Well, Bernie, that would have been handy.
Handy isn't the word. So Central's to bring it back in now. Through Harry Pussy's younger lad. I'm just a pussy. So just a pussy puts it in. Ball comes to ground. There's a kick off the ground by a Central player and the ball will run out of bounds. So 1 goal the difference. Ainsbury up the ruck. Ball comes to ground. Ainsbury gets a foot on it, which gives Mckenzie a lead at the ball. Puckridge has it. Ball comes out towards Central. Central still have and tackled with the ball, and that has got to be holding the ball, umpire. unlucky there. Good defence by South to keep it in the area. The ball goes up. Allison has a go at it. McShane comes out with the ball. Oh, pulled off the ball at the last minute. As Centrals run it up once again on the outer side. Mitchell. Ainsbury. And holding the ball it is. Well done by Ainsbury. Ainsbury out wide to Allison. Allison can make that. So Pinhead, third grand final this man's played for South Whyalla. Third winning grand final. So the ball comes loose. South and Centrals play for the ball. Horgan shepherds for Pomeroy. Pomeroy gets it forward to Horgan. Horgan gets the long handball into O'Connor. Can O'Connor put it through? No. The ball bounces very, very, very ordinarily. So now Centrals come out this side. Biles has a kick forward, looking towards Shitterbrick. Shitterbrick gets it. South need to get back and regroup. The ball comes across towards centre. So McDump's there. McDump gets a hand to it. The ball comes to the ground. McDump's still there. Central's come out with it. Kirkwood's there. Hannon's there. Kirkwood comes down with the ball. Hasn't got the ball. And the umpire elects to let play go on. So now Centrals, through the art of Blackwell, have marked 30 metres out. Seven-minute mark. He's going to miss this. The wind's swirling around. It's going to miss his foot. Puts the ball forward. It's a good kick, and he has goaled it. So that's just left me without any words to say, Don. I'm just flabbergasted.
Well, that leaves South now 1 point up with the win. The 8-minute mark of the last quarter. South sort of direction into the forward lines has been a little bit lost. Central's defence are basically on top here of the last 5 or 6 minutes of this quarter. Ball bounce. Ainsbury versus Mcginnis. Comes towards whoever. Ball bounces, falls over. Comes to Mcginnis. Mcginnis handballs to number 7. Runs over the ball. Comes to the Central's player. He kicks. Comes to Central's player loose in, looks like Mullins. Mullins now kicks towards Ganley. High ball. Needs to be a South mark. Punch forward. Comes towards Williams. Williams kicks it forward still. And the ball, umpire should call the ball up. Okay, things are getting pretty tight. Come towards Biles. Come towards a pack of players. Handballs to no one in particular. Punches forward. Comes towards Kirkwood. Horson. Handballs again to no one in particular. Comes to Mitchell. Mitchell handballs out to a pack. Ebert leading towards the race to the ball. Kicks towards Carter. Carter should take the mark. Does so. Does so. Runs forward. Looking towards Hannon. Over to McShane. McShane now running through the middle of the ground. Kicks. Looking for Ratley. Ratley doesn't take the mark. Comes Soccer. Should handball over. Central's defence doing well here. Coming out of defence. South had a loose player and out on the full. South need to score a couple of goals. Like about 7. Okay, Carter now on the grandstand wing. Bring the ball back into play. Kicks. Looking for Ocker. Ocker should take the mark. No. Intercepted well by Central's bloke. South now. Need to pick things up a bit. There's nowhere to go, the Central's bloke. Kicking to no one in particular. Okay, that's on Carter, and it looks like Mcginnis takes the mark. Mcginnis now, kicking nowhere to go. Kicks nowhere. Ainsbury should take this mark. and does so. A nice mark, paid by the umpire. Okay, kicking towards the Docker. Oh, umpire, that was a free. Back in play. Handballed forward to no one in particular, to Mullins. Oh, handball by Mitchell over to Horgan. Horgan with his left foot towards the center. Oh, marked by Sultan. Should get a 25 metre at least. Sultan now. Short kick to Ocker now at the 50 metre mark. Ocker should boom it in long. And there's no one there for South really in he's going to have a look. He's going to kick it. Wobbly old kick going nowhere. And who's it for? Oh, it's come to Centrioles again. Oh, good defence in Centrioles. Comes out to Mark Jones. Coming towards the boundary line. He dodges, he weaves, he kicks inboard. Looking for the Centrioles player. Oh, doesn't make that play. Handballs to Gurnett. Oh, marked by McShane. McShane now with the ball. Kicking, looking for a loose one. And finds Ocker again. Ocker now, big kick. No one there. Someone needs to take a mark for South. It comes towards Allison. Pushed off the ball. Central's defence doing well still. And the umpire calls the ball up.
Well, 12-minute mark. South a point in front. The ball about 15 metres from South's goal. Pomeroy rucks. Kick from Puckridge. That's going to go over the boundary line. Good tight tussle, this one. So the ball to be thrown in front of South's goals. The ball goes up. Here's a read off the play. No, Central's come away with it. The ball comes out towards Hannon. Hannon gets nudged off the ball. Still there with Central's. Central's come out with the ball. Another handball. The ball comes up towards the halfback flank. Gavin Mitchell does a good punch away from behind, and the ball will run over the boundary and out of play once again. 13-minute mark. So as Ratley comes off, Gibbons goes back on. So the ball's knocked forward by South. Mckenzie in the lead for the ball. Mckenzie comes around with it. Fires the ball in towards forward. There's a nasty bounce there. Central's come away with it in the way of Mcginnis, and holding the ball. It has to be holding the ball, umpire. Don't play the ball. And the horse comes out with the ball. So horse and cart to kick long. No, and he puts it out too far in front of Horgan. Centrals. Kick into the pocket. Good thump away there by the South player and Horson. The ball on the underside wing now. Goes around. The South player goes down in Mitchell. And Centrals bring it across the ground, and Puckridge marks a good mark in defence. So Puckridge kicks long now, looking for Allison. Allison should get a hand on this, and does. Not holding the ball. Shocking kick out of Allison there. Experienced player, should have been a lot better, but the ball is forward as Pinhead holds his head down. Players just need to pick it up a bit here. 15 minutes have just gone over. South still a point up. Goal here will be the difference. So the ball comes in again. Thump away by the Central player, which gives Pomeroy the kick at goal. Pomeroy going for his fourth for the day. And is very wide, kicks it to the other side of the oval. As we go for number 15. So the ball thrown in towards the south forward line. Players tussle for it. There comes out a kick, but it's not quite far enough as Centrals run away with it. Centrals with the ball through Percy. Percy gets collared after the play, but that was a good tackle by O'Connor. Very, very good tackle by O'Connor. Put the pressure on the player.
Throwing.
Ainsbury to go for the ruck. Puts a fist into it. Central player comes out with it. Doesn't quite get rid of it. O'Connor puts the ball in towards the forward line. Mckenzie runs through. And Gibbo comes through and will kick a point. Unlucky there by Gibbons. Half injured. But back on the ground. 16-minute mark of the last quarter. So South looking for their second in a row. The Centrals bring the ball back. Obviously looking for Mcginnis. And there's almost a mark by a South player there. The ball goes to ground. Centrals come out with it. Throw a handball through. There's a tackle by Mckenzie. Mckenzie doesn't quite get the man down. Ainsbury, good effort by Ainsbury. The ball's actually out of play, still in South's forward half. So once again, the bullet goes up for the ruck. Gets a hand to it. Puckridge throws out a handball, looking for Sultan. Allison runs onto the ball. Can get a foot to the ball and is offline. Souths are attacking relentlessly here. 18-minute mark. 3 points up. Short kick out from Centrals. Centrals going long, wrong option. Wrong option there. The ball caught up in a pack. And there's a free there to Ainsbury. Holding the ball against the half a pussy. Ainsbury goes for the kick to O'Connor and O'Connor grabs. This is the biggest kick Dave O'Connor has ever had in his life, Dom.
And now it's past to Horgan. Horgan now probably 45 metres out. On an acute angle, there's a secret sound again. If you can guess this, wing 8-3, 0-3 and win the new Datsun. Horgan now. Horgan kicking, coming in. And a goal by Horgan. A much needed goal by South. A much needed goal by South at 19-minute mark. They need more than these.
That was the secret sound.
They need to go with this intensity. Two more goals. They need to keep the pressure up, keep forcing the ball, keep the ball on the forward lines, for Christ's sake. Okay, the 19-minute mark, 11-6 to 9-9. 1 goal, whatever up. 1 goal, 3 up. Handball over to Central's player of the pack. Kirky spoils well. Tap forward by Central's player. He dodges well. Kicks awkwardly. Doesn't make horse. Come to Jones. Jones, what's he done? He's kicked a goal. Well, a quick answer by Centrals. Brings the score back to 3 points. At the 20-minute mark. South need another one very quickly.
Good working, South.
South need to keep working now. South need to keep working. The ball's back in the centre. Bullet now versus Reynolds. Umpire halfway bounces. Punches, even bounce. Comes to Carter. Carter handballs to no one in particular. Players leading the race to the ball. Comes to Hannon. Hannon Nowhere to go. Can't have the ball. Central's player all over the place. Ball up on the centre forward position for South. Again, Amesbury versus Reynolds. Oh, tap forward. Oh, Central's got the run of the ball. Now a handball to, and on in particular, Mitchell in the lead the race of the ball. Reynolds now, handballs to McShane. McShane tackled and holding the ball. As things go lively here in the grandstand. Okay, Jones now looking injured, looking for someone to kick to. He's found. Oh, tap forward by McLean. Ball still in play and tapped out by Horgan at the 21-minute mark. Okay, goals are pretty scarce here. The grand final. Over to South. Handballs to Ebert. Ebert now kicks to space. Oh, Central's in the lead for the race of the ball. Central's play now over to Byrne. Byrne now back on the ground with after he's pulling his groin. Kicks towards no in particular. Oh, come off hands. Over to Mcginnis. Mcginnis handballs to Brick. Brick kicks now towards the middle of the ground. Punched forward by Williams. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell nowhere to go. Slides to go to nowhere in particular. Carts needs to take the mark. Over to Hannon. Hannon on the ball. Over to Carter. Carter handballs no one in particular. Mckenzie. Mckenzie tapping the ball forward. Him and two players. Oh, it comes towards the Central's player again. Sultan now. Sultan with the ball. Tries the handball forward. Pack should form. And umpire Efwick decides to bounce the ball right in the centre of the ground. 23-minute mark now. South still lead by 3 points. Ball taps it forward to go to Carter. Carter now leads in the race to the ball. Oh, falls over to Hannon. Handballs over to Horson. Horson kicks. Oh, good looking cook. Should be a South mark. Over to. Oh, it's in the goal square. Players follow the ball and it's held there. Tell you what, Bernie, there won't be much time on in this game. There just won't be much time on in this game. This is the pressure cooker. This is the pressure cooker. Bounce here in South's goal square. Tap forward. Comes to Central's player. Tackled. Players follow the ball. South can just hold it in here. And they need to keep it in their forward lines. Okay, comes to Allison. Oh, smothered right at the last minute. That could have been a goal that we needed. Okay, out of bounds again. We're looking at 24-minute mark. 3 points. Carter's coming off. Looks like he's got a groin trouble. Very courageous effort by Wolford to come back on with a very badly broken nose. Tap forward. Tap forward to South's player. Over the ball. Tackle to that possession. Over to Horgan. Horgan on his left foot by the boundary line. Thrown off the ball. It'll be a Central's kick. Ball out of bounds on the full. They need a man up here. Players running everywhere. Oh, a short kick to the Central's player. Doesn't know where to go. Players running everywhere. And he should be off. No umpire's called to go back. Called play on again. He's off. Kicking. Kirkwood. Kirkwood should take the mark and does so. And kicks towards Gibbons in the pocket. Gibbons holds in their pocket. God. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Now kicks towards the square. Wobbly old kick. Oh, it's marked by Central, but he decides to play on. Handball towards Jones. Where's Jones going to go? He draws the player. And tackled. Should be tackled again. No. Good running. Running through the middle. Central's players handballing it forward. Push forward. Again, Central still with the control of the ball. Kick to nowhere. Kick to nowhere. Oh, awkward bounce. Punch forward by McLean. McLean leads in the race for the ball. Should push it towards the boundary line. Keeps going with the ball and push over the boundary line. Here we are. We're now entering time on. South is still 3 points up. Probably the next goal will win this game. There's not that many goals scored. There's not much time on. How tight is this, Bernie?
Too tight, mate, too tight. As Ainsbury's into the ruck, the ball goes to ground. There's South players in there. The horse comes in and it goes over the boundary once again. 26-minute mark. Jeez, the pressure is on. Oh my God, the pressure is on. So the ball comes in once again. Ainsbury against Reynolds. Even ruck. Horson comes out with it. And the ball goes over the boundary once again. 26-minute mark. South still 3 points up. As the ball comes in. Oh, the ball runs free. And there's a central player. Central player comes up. Handball's on. Holding the ball, umpire. It's got to be a holding the ball decision. Pommy gets it on. O'Connor taps it for Horgan. Horgan makes it. Horgan once again. Good effort by the South player there. And Hannon is in the ball. And the ball will be come out again by Horgan. Horgan over the ball. Puckridge over to Wobbly. Wobbly, you make a hero of yourself. Mckenzie. Can this be Mckenzie's final? Yeah! You fucking beauty! Yabba, that's all, folks! Yeah! Yes! Yes!
Yes! We've done it again! Back to back! Take that! Take that! Pikey! Give us the camera! Pikey!
Oh, mate! What would you like to say? West Torrens official.
Well done.
Was that a fantastic game of football?
Well done.
Great game, well done, South. But
Would you like to say anything?
only good work, but great game. Two good sides.
Thank you very much.
Look, if you want to keep this microphone going, I will talk. This is unbelievable. 3 point win to South Whyalla in a crackerjack game. Unbelievable. Cannot believe the scenes that are going to go on here or down at the Demon's Den. Holy shit. Cannot believe this. We'll let the camera roll in the middle of the ground. We will leave the camera rolling in the middle of the ground and let them see. I am pacing up and down. This is unbelievable. 3 point win, back to back, first time since 1929-28. This is unbelievable. I'm looking for a true supporter in Hank Hancock. I cannot believe this. South Whyalla by 3 points. Score is 11-6 to 10-9. One of probably the best grand finals you've seen here for a long time. Well, she'll be on. She will be on. In fact, we might all get unlockable. I think we will decide to be unlockable tonight, the whole lot of us. If we might try and grab a few players as they come through. I am speechless.
trophy. Mckenzie. Allison. And the captain of the club, Allison. And the playing coach, Floyd. And the premiership cup, the Northern Turkey. Congratulations, South Whyalla. And of course, we do have the nice Brothers trophy for the first play of the grand final. And our last night present for a nice up there. Good night. I don't think anyone is more pleasant than I. That's unless it's Tom Churchill. I respect I targeted at the beginning of the year for back-to-back premierships. The first one is 128. So that's all like that. But the winner of the best Supplier in the grand final today was Project Mother, which is honored by the league to present each year. That's a pregnant sign of the club. To our teammates, these guys did a fantastic job in South Whyalla, fantastic. To the fans, the guys on 800K, thank you very much. And just to the whole supporters that came on. Thank you, Paul. Thanks, Chip. I decided to say, I think today we were playing for our respect within this community for our club, and I think today we really earned that respect. But I really believe that the game of football really earned the respect today because the Centrioles guys showed a tremendous amount of courage, and they never threw the game up and they really worked out of the wire. And two guys, congratulations on the great effort.